Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Mentoring Hour session. We are so excited to have you all join in today for this very exciting session by our regional mentor of change, Mr. Sayyam. In addition to being the regional mentor of change, he was a very active mentor in the recent Tinkerpreneur Boot Camp. And for today's session, one of the first sessions for the mentoring hour, which is a series of sessions that have been brought to you by mentors specifically for students. He'll be covering the world of Internet of Things. As the slide present before you says innovation in an connected world. Today, Mr. Sayyam has created a presentation that will not only introduce you to the concepts of Internet of Things, but will also walk you through small case studies and examples of projects that you can build around it. So, without any further ado, sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Varya. So, hello everyone and namaste. So, चलिए शुरू करते हैं सेशन. So, मेरा नाम संयम है एंड मैं कारिमो से हूँ और आज के सेशन में मैं आपको आज बताने वाला हूँ कि आईओटी जो है एक लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी, आपने बहुत सारी जगह नाम सुना होगा. सो आईओटी जो है वो क्या होता है एंड साथ ही साथ एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के बारे में भी हम लोग बात करेंगे अदर देन आईओटी, विच इज द इनोवेशन. सो आईओटी को लेकर आप लोग कैसे प्रोजेक्ट्स बना सकते हैं और क्या क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स बना सकते हैं, कुछ आइडियाज आपको मैं अपनी तरफ से देने की कोशिश करूंगा. एंड साथ ही साथ जो है आगे आप किस तरीके से इस पर्टिकुलर डोमेन में प्रोसीड कर सकते हैं यूजिंग एटीएल इक्विपमेंट्स, यूजिंग ऑल दो स्टफ्स. सो ये हम सारी बातें करेंगे. सो ये वाला जो प्रेजेंटेशन है, आज का पूरा सेशन मैं मोस्टली हिंदी में आपको डिलीवर करूंगा, बट इन द मीन वाइल आई विल ऑल्सो बी टॉकिंग इन इंग्लिश एज वेल. सो ये कनेक्शन होगा. सो प्रेजेंटेशन इंग्लिश में है. सो अगर कोई कंफर्टेबल है मोस्टली इंग्लिश में तो वो इस तरीके से समझ सकता है. ठीक है. सो चलिए बिना कुछ टाइम वेस्ट किए शुरू करते हैं.
Actually, there is someone who's mentioned in the chat to do it in English. So if you can keep it more in English and use a few sentences in Hindi, that'll be easier.
Okay, fine. So, okay, I will be covering a major part in English normally. So, okay. So today's topic is mentioned. It is the IoT, which is the Internet of Things. So in our session, we'll be covering about the majorly about the IoT part and especially what do you mean by IoT and all those stuffs. Other than that, the rest 50% of this session will be having the basic ideas like how you can develop the projects and how you can start your tinkering journey in the particular IoT domain. So I'll be covering both the parts other than the like IoT and the particularly projects as well. Okay. So let's proceed further and without wasting any time, I'll be moving with the slides. So first of all, like we need to understand what do you mean by connected world. Like as mentioned in the topic, innovation in the connected world. So we'll talk about innovation later part, but we need to understand first, like what do you mean by a connected world. So anyone, if you want to answer, please mention your answer in the chat box. So what do you understand by the connected world, or what we can say a connected world? So anyone?
Feel free to put your answers in the chat. I'll read them out.
या सो जल्दी से प्लीज आंसर अपने चैट बॉक्स में जो है वो मेंशन कीजिए कि आप कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड से क्या समझते हैं. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय अ कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड?
One answer we have is connecting devices using wireless medium.
एग्जैक्टली. ओके. एनीवन एल्स? सो जो भी आपको लगता है, चाहे गलत होगा आंसर तो ऑब्वियसली हम लोग सेशन के बाद में ये सीखने ही वाले हैं सेशन के दौरान, लेकिन इफ यू नो द आंसर देन प्लीज.
Connecting every dot like everything is connected. Connected through a digital network. आपस में जुड़े हुए होना.
ओके सो ठीक है प्रीटी मच जो है आपने सही आंसर दिया है यू आर ऑलमोस्ट राइट बट विल अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट द कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड सो बेसिकली द कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड इज लाइक द कनेक्टिंग डिवाइसेस विथ ईच अदर इन जनरल हम लोग कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड मीन्स कनेक्टेड इज लाइक की कनेक्टिंग और शेयरिंग द डेटा विथ ईच अदर सो अगर एक डिवाइस जो है वो पर्टिकुलरली किसी दूसरी डिवाइस के साथ जो है वो डेटा शेयर कर रही है देन वी कॉल्ड इट एज कनेक्टेड. Now, the connection may be like the virtual connections mean using any kind of a medium like Wi-Fi or radio frequency or anything else. Like you connect with the other person using your mobile phone. So there you will use a mobile tower, and as a part of the mobile signals or the such kind of things. So you are connected virtually. Means virtually in the sense the person is not there in front of you. Now, the other part is the connection with the help of cables or something like that. So, in between our offices and in the home, we connected our PC and laptops using a LAN cable. So, that means also that we also call connected world. So, in general, when we connect one device with the another or with other set of devices with the help of anything wired or wireless, then we call it as connected. So the main thing is why we need such kind of connected things or connected world. Why we need that? Because we are already having all those stuffs and all those devices. So now, what is the need of having them connected and particularly sharing the data? So we'll understand about this in the later part. But again, the connected world is simply meaning that when we connect the devices with each other. So that is called as connected world and sharing the data majorly. ओके सो ये कोई नई बात नहीं है कि हम लोग अभी अभी इन डिवाइसेस को कनेक्ट करना सीखे. अगर कोई यहाँ पे 90s के वाला जो है उस एज ग्रुप का अगर है जो 90s में बॉर्न हुआ है तो उसे भी पता होगा. एंड कोई आपका नया स्टूडेंट है अभी जो लेटेस्ट 2000 के बाद जो है बॉर्न हुआ है उसे भी ये सारी चीजें पता होगी. सो अर्लियर वी यूज दिस काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड यू ऑल नो आई एम श्योर यू ऑल नो अबाउट द नेम ऑफ दिस टेक्नोलॉजी. सो एनीवन just quickly answer what the signal shows about or what the particularly symbol is recognized as. Exactly, Bluetooth. So you all have great knowledge of connecting the Bluetooth devices with each other. Earlier we share the songs and we share the files with the other person using a mobile phone and activating the Bluetooth and sharing those stuffs. But the speed was quite low, and we only share the like less quantity of files or less amount of files using the Bluetooth earlier in the 1995s or in the 2000 till to 2006. But in the later part, when the Bluetooth is continuously evolving and when the Bluetooth evolved at that much extent, then we share the data at a very faster speed. So now we connected our AirPods or we connected our all those speakers and all those stuffs using a Bluetooth. So now the data rate is faster and we shared the data, we shared the signal, or we shared some of the messages using a Bluetooth and connecting with the Bluetooth devices. So that is the power of the connected world, because we now are able to listen the songs wirelessly. We now share the data wirelessly using the number of devices. Maybe it can be a single device, or it can be a range of devices or a number of devices through which we can share the data and access the data at the same time. So using a mobile phone, we share the data by activating the Bluetooth, then using a smartwatch, or we are accessing the data and we are consuming the data using the smartwatches, that is called as Fitbit and etc. etc. And other than that, AirPods or wireless speakers and all those stuffs are actually connected with the Bluetooth. So again, Bluetooth is also a part of the Internet of Things. And when we start with the working with in the Internet of Things domain, then first I think it's a great start. It's a great thing that you can start with, and that is the Bluetooth. ओके सो अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाना शुरू करते हैं और अगर आपको आर्डिनो के बारे में पता है, स्पेसिफिकली आर्डिनो के साथ आपको सेंसर्स और ये सब कनेक्ट करते आते हैं, तो देन यू कैन स्टार्ट विद द ब्लूटूथ मॉड्यूल and then you can proceed further with the actual IoT devices. Okay, the next segment is the smartphone control stuff. So now after the Bluetooth, again in the Bluetooth as well, we can smartphone control. We can control the devices using a smartphone. But now, like after Bluetooth, when you explore the Bluetooth, then after that you can connect the things or you can share the data using a smartphone. So normally, using a smartphone, like you can develop an app, and using that particular app or using your mobile network, you can control the appliances. So in general, like you can control your door locks or any kind of your car locks, etc. Then you can control your home appliances like light, fan, washing machine, etc. And then after that, you can control even your robots and other stuffs as well. So whatever you want to control using your smartphone, you can control by giving the access to your devices and connecting your devices using any kind of like Bluetooth. Okay, Wi-Fi is there. Then radio frequency and radio signals are there. So using any kind of medium, you can connect your devices. So that's how we can connect our devices with each other and sharing the signals and sharing the data. So why again the question is like why we need such kind of things. So earlier you developed a robot, you made a certain robot, and you control it via a wired remote normally, or making it autonomous. But to make it autonomous is not an easy part. Like we need lots of programming, lots of stuff to develop an autonomous robot. So before that, you connect your robot with the normally a remote, a wired remote. But again, a wired remote has its some limitations. Like you can only control your robots in the particular space, like till up to the wire, like the limit as per the limit of wire. So if we say like there is a 1 meter wire, then you can control your robot at 1 meter range only. But in wireless stuffs, you can control your robot if you are present in the one city and you want to control your robot in the another city, then also you can control. So the range of connectivity and the range of controllability is actually increases using the IoT, and that's how we need for that's how we need for now. Because when we are at the remote or far places and we want to control the stuffs like the door lock. So suppose there is a relative came at your home and now you want to open the door. You are not at home, you are at some other far remote place and you want to open the door for them. So now using your IoT, using the IoT device, you can easily control those stuffs and open the door and all those stuff. And even switch on the light and switch on the fan for them. So meanwhile you can reach to the home. So that's how the smartphone control devices work. Okay. The another thing is the intelligent control. So we are just like explored, let's say 5 or 10% of those of the segment. But yeah, in the future we will definitely explore much of that. And nowadays it is the need of the hour, I can say. So intelligent control is simply like GPS based devices. So again, the GPS system is already there in the buses or in your home. So whenever you are just near to your home, you are about to reach to your home, the particularly air ACs or your fan or something like that, your garage door will automatically be open. So based on your GPS location, the system will automatically detect your particular location. And when you are near to your home or about to come to the home, then the particular garage door or something like that will automatically activate. Other than that, we will have a IoT world or the connected world using based on the data. So data in the sense like you are consuming a lot of internet, YouTube videos, or surf the internet and access the information. Now these particular search result, the companies are like actually gathering the data, like in what are the topics you are interested in, and based on the data, you can actually the company can actually make the decision that okay, these particular set of people of these particular reason are actually interested in learning the new thing. So let us develop some kind of courses for them so that they can be they can easily join those courses and start learning the things. So they will develop paid courses or something like that. Other segment is like the let's say we can talk about the Amazon or Flipkart. So they can access your data not directly from your mobile phone, but using some kind of other firms. They can access the data and they can monitor those data and make the decisions like ki, okay, this particular area region of people are actually interested in the ethnic wears. So ethnic wears. So basically, in particular your segment, the company will give a discount on ethnic wears so that you can easily purchase, and yeah, that ultimately gives the profit to the particular company, Amazon or Flipkart. So based on the data, the when we connected the devices and when we access the things, so that's how we are like doing the things in a better way. And the last thing is the software control the devices. So in general, when we serve the website and when we order the things, so then their background software is also working. Like what are the things you are interested upon and all those stuffs. Other than that, you are actually using the some of the Google applications and some of the other applications like when you're using a Fitbit, then you are actually accessing one of the application that will let you know about the how many steps you are walked upon and how many calories you have burned and how many particularly energy you have invested upon in all those stuffs. So these are the software based applications, and based on the software part, you can easily connect your devices and control those stuffs. So like now you have got knowledge of about like how much steps you have walked. So based on that, you can easily watch the data and observe the data, like how much energy I am consuming in all those stuffs and how much calories I have burned. So based on that, maybe you can plan your next walk or next particular journey based on the data or based on the software results. So these are known as the software control. So मैंने तो काफी सारी बातें कर ली. Now it's again it's your time. So let's have a quiz. So I have a simple question. So the question is, choose the things from the following which we can connect as a part of connected world. So when we talk about the connected world and we understood about all those stuffs like in the several domains, how we can connect the devices. So now here is the list of devices. Now just there are total on around 12 options. So like give me the number in your chat box. Just put your number in the chat box that how many of these things we can connect with each other or with the particular normally with each other and making the IoT devices. So like there are 12. So what are the numbers you can actually predict that how many devices we can connect with each other? So the minimum can be one.
Chat. So
Yeah. So minimum can be one and maximum can be anything. Maximum can be 12. So
yeah, there's
yeah,
3 so far. There's factorial 12. Someone has written 12.
Factorial 12. Okay.
Another 12, 3.
Great. So some of you are like assuming that only three things of all of them the particular options to which we can connect with the as a part of IoT. Others are saying 10, 12. Okay. You think 12 all those stuffs we can connect with the internet? Okay, 6, 12, 4, 10. Fine. So let me tell you the exact answer. So yeah, the correct answer is the all 12. Yeah, we can connect all those 12 stuffs using the internet or as a part of IoT devices. So all those things you can see as a part of options. We can connect with the things with the each other and sharing the data. So like some of you are like thinking about how jeans and how shoes we can connect with using the internet. So if we can develop some kind of circuit and put that particular circuit in our genes, then obviously our genes can also share the data. Maybe how much the sweat we are having and how much the temperature of our body having when we walk, when we run, all those stuffs, and and etc. etc. So based on the given options, all those stuffs, and we can connect anything, everything using the internet. Okay, so just we need to implement a small or a bigger circuit in particular stuffs, and then it's good to go. So if you want to like get the data from the chair or the almirah or the shirt, then yeah, you can connect the circuit with it and just access the data. Other than the light and fan, obviously those electronic stuffs we can easily control and we can easily connect with the internet. But the major thing is the jeans, gloves, shoes, shirt, etc. All those stuffs we can connect with the internet as well. So now you have plenty, even I can say hundreds of ideas based on the given options that how we can develop the kind of a projects using the IoT and using all those stuffs. Just you need some of the programming, some programming skills, some basic electronic skills, and then you are good to go. Means you can easily develop IoT projects. Okay. Yeah, moving further. So now we let us understand about the what exactly means is IoT. Okay, IoT, the full form is obviously you all know Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things, as you read in the first point, Internet of Things is a network of things connected with each other. So things means anything. Just like I mentioned in the previous slide, the thing can be anything, and you can connect anything with each other on a network or on the using the internet, and that is called as Internet of Things. Means a pura connected structure. Okay. In the IoT, things can be from small LED to giant aircraft. So if I talk about specifically about the electronic devices, then the things can be anything, right from the small LED to the giant aircraft to the buildings to the things, etc. So it can be anything. If you are just connecting with the aircraft with the control center, then also it can we can call it as a part of connected devices. In the third point, I have mentioned that in the IoT, the devices can connect and share the data with each other via any medium. So अभी ये चीज आपको clear होगी कि how the particular devices can share the data and medium. They can share the data using any kind of medium, either a Bluetooth, either a Wi-Fi, either a mobile signals, just like your radio frequency, or you can access or you can share the data using the near field communication. You already have seen about the debit cards and the credit cards, the NFC based debits and credit cards. Even in the smart toll system nowadays, such kind of things are also started used. So that's how you can share the data using any kind of medium, and that's how we can call it as a basic IoT. Okay, so here's the time of the live project. So I have developed a very basic project, and I will be showing in front of you. So if you are like accessing my camera, so here I have developed a breadboard circuit, a small LED based breadboard circuit, and I have used a controller board. I will let you know about the controller board in the later part, that which controller I have used. So now here is my circuit, and I am controlling these my LED wirelessly using my mobile phone. So I have developed an application. I will show you the application as well. And here I have created a button. Okay. So yeah, I hope uh, this is pretty much clear. Okay. So here I have developed an application, or I have like taken help of one of the platform. And now when I press the button, okay, when I press the button, then just look at the LED. So I am pressing the button and my LED will start glowing. Okay. And when I just again off the button, then my LED will start on. So I think it is visible a bit, but yeah, see how I can control my LED for now using the as a part of IoT project. And you can control even your home appliances, even your desktop, or your nowadays we are all are working from home, and we all are having the like virtually learning from home. So now let's make a project, and not now, let's make a project, but now you can also make a small project that you can control your lights, specifically your desk lights or your table lights using your smartphone. So आप ये प्रोजेक्ट बनाइएगा एंड विल शेयर, आप जरूर शेयर कीजिएगा अपने स्कूल के फेसबुक पेज पर एंड जरूर टैग कीजिएगा AIM. ओके, सो ये प्रोजेक्ट कैसे बनता है, आई होप आपको इसके लिंक्स मिल जाएगी गूगल पे, यूट्यूब पे, बट अगेन यू कैन ऑल्सो रीच आउट टू मी एज वेल इन दी लेटर पार्ट. नाउ यहाँ पे हमारे लिए एक चीज समझना जरूरी है, विच इज द बेसिक IoT स्ट्रक्चर. सो व्हेन वी कॉल्ड एज द कनेक्टेड वर्ल्ड और द कनेक्टेड थिंग्स, सो उसमें सबसे मेजर रोल कुछ चीजों का होता है, एंड द वेरी फर्स्ट वन इज द सेंसर्स एंड एक्चुएटर्स. सो अभी भी जैसे मैंने LED को ऑन किया तो LED इज लाइक एन एक्चुएटर. सो सबसे मेजर थिंग विच इज द मेजर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज द सेंसर एंड एक्चुएटर्स. Okay, so we need some kind of sensors and actuators to control or to actuate the things. Like when you if you want to turn on your fan or your home appliances, then obviously you need some kind of actuator which can trigger your home appliances based on the given signal. And if you want to like track that how much steps you have walked, then again you need some kind of sensor that will actually track your footsteps and give the data to your smartphone. So we need all those sensors and actuators. The sensor can be a single sensor as well, or maybe a multiple class of sensors as well. But yeah, we need some kind of sensors and actuators. And in your adult tinkering lab, obviously you have more than 100 plus of sensors. So use that sensors and make a smart IoT project. The next thing is the controller. So after like using the sensor and all those stuffs, we'll be having a controller. Now the controller, what controller will do, the controller can control the things, and controller can also decide that what exactly we need to do based on the coming data, based on the data coming from the sensors. So like the particularly if we have used the PIR sensor, or I can say the motion sensor, then motion sensor will sense the motion of particular human, and it gives the signal to the controller. Now, once the signal received to the controller, then the controller will decide that based on the motion or based on the signal coming out from the PIR sensor, then what I will have to do. So we'll program it like whenever you will sense the motion, then raise the alarm. And okay, am I audible? Like someone is saying no sound.
Yes, yes, you're audible, sir. I think it might be on
Okay.
the student's end.
Okay, thank you. So the controller will decide like what the actions we need to perform based on the coming signals from the sensors and sensors. And again, the controller will send the signal to the actuators as well, like turn on the appliances or do these particular stuffs. Now, in between that, we need another thing, which is the network and gateways. So I don't know that you will know about the gateways for now, but just skip that particular part. Just talk about let's talk about the network. So just read the network word only. And talking about the network, we need some kind of Wi-Fi or local hotspot or some kind of the network where we can share the data to each other normally in between the devices. So that's how the network part works. And the last thing is application or cloud. So if like in my project, I am controlling my LED, basic LED using a mobile interface. So there I'll need an application or some kind of interface. I can develop it on my own as well using MIT App Inventor or some kind of those platforms. But yeah, I will need some kind of applications if I want to control those stuffs. If I do not want to control those stuffs and I want to like gather the information, then I will automatically, or I will develop such kind of system which will sense the things using the sensors and actuators. Then the signal will come to the controller part, and then using the network and gateways, the signals or the information will automatically stored in the cloud part. So cloud is something bigger part. Don't will not go or will not discuss about the cloud for now, but the entire thing will stored in the cloud. Now whenever we want to access those data, all those stuffs, then we can access that cloud. The organization have their own clouds, and then we can gather the data, and maybe we can further do the stuffs. So talking about the sensors, like there are, as I mentioned, there are n number of sensors in the Atal Tinkering Labs. So you can access those sensors and connect them with the controller and make the IoT project. So you can use any kind of sensor, like the sound sensor. So based on the sound sensor, you can develop the project like bully terminator. So there are n number of cases where the school is having bullying with someone, with some student or all those things. So you can develop a particular project where you can just sense the level of sound using the sound sensor and inform the school authority, particularly using the those stuffs. Other than that, we will have a soil moisture sensor. So if you really want to start with your journey in the IoT world, then you can start with the particularly soil moisture sensor. So just take a pot, or normally called as gamla, and you when if you take a pot and just fit the soil moisture sensor in that, then it will let you know about the moisture level of your soil. So based on that, you can turn on and off your pump, and when you turn on your pump, the automatically water is like start flowing in that particular part. So that's how you can make a plant watering system and all those stuffs. So start making the project, start what should I say, start taking the projects to the next level. Now Arduino projects is okay, you can learn the Arduino for a particularly developing some kind of projects, but other than that, just give the internet connectivity and make the next level of projects. Talking about the actuators, you can use any kind of actuators like the LED, your fan, your machine which is there in the factory. You can raise even alarm, and you can control the message board system. So again, it's a pretty good project which you can make using an IoT. So in particularly school, we have a message board, and every day we update a certain thought or certain kind of messages on the message board. Now, for now, it is a manual process. Like we need to update it using a particular software or a system. Now, let's say if you can develop such kind of project where you can just update the particular message using your mobile phone. So whenever you want to update any kind of new message, you can just type in your smartphone and just update it on the message board. So that's how you can also develop such kind of IoT projects. Talking about the controlling devices, it's majorly like the Arduino stuffs, the Arduino board, and the Node MCU board. So you have already explored, I hope so, the Arduino board and developed n number of projects using an Arduino. Using an Arduino, you can also develop IoT projects. Just you need an extra shield, IoT shield, or Ethernet shield, or using an ESP826601 module, you can easily connect your Arduino with your Arduino, and you can develop the IoT projects. But in the Atal Tinkering Lab, we are having a Node MCU board. This is the best board ever for now you to develop IoT projects. So use that board. It's the programming is similar for the Arduino and MCU, very much similar, and we'll be like we use same IDE, Arduino IDE to program the Node MCU board. So yeah, you can develop the IoT projects using the same platform. And if you are like comfortable in the Raspberry Pi, then yeah, you can. And if you know about a little bit of Python and all those stuffs, then again, you can develop the IoT projects using the Raspberry Pi as well. So we are having all those controller boards in our ATL lab. So you can easily develop. Talking about the application interface or clouds, then normally you can use the voice control automation using an Alexa or Google Home or anything. You can even use your smartphone and giving the inputs using the virtual assistant, and you can control all those stuff. So these are all are like very easy projects, and you can develop it in an hour actually. Now you can also make projects using the application interface. So already in the Tinkerpreneur, we learned about the how to develop the MIT App Inventor based apps, and we earlier we took a training already on the Plasmo. So based on those platforms, using those platforms, we can develop the mobile interfaces and just connect our devices with the either a Bluetooth or using the internet. Other than that, we can also develop the desktop applications. So there are n number of platforms where we can like synchronize all those stuffs. Like if we are using the same application using a smartphone, then the same application can also be accessible to your desktop application. So there are the platforms like Blink 2.0, which is the recently launched. Again, these platform with the help of these platform, you can develop an IoT projects. And again, when you are developed such kind of things, then the next level is the cloud-based things. So you can access it, or the things can also be made in terms of like sending the data to the cloud normally. Okay, so now the 50% part is completed, in which we talk about the what do you mean by an IoT and what all those stuffs, and how the particularly IoT works. And now let's talk about the innovation you can perform. So that's the, I think, the major part, because in the first 50%, I'm sure many of the things you have already know, many of the things you have already heard about from the particular your teacher, ATL in charge, and all those persons. So now the next part is majorly talks about the innovation or the projects you can build. Fine. So to build a project, you need to follow 5 simple steps, and we can also call it as a design thinking process. So if you are following the design thinking process, then your project will be a good project. I should say. The good project means you can in the design thinking process, we actually empathize, define an idea. So we analyze the problem, we understand the in and out of the problem, and then we find a solution for that particular problem. So if you are following the design thinking process, then obviously you can develop a good IoT project. So do follow that, and you can easily find the resources for the design thinking on the AIM website as well. So empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So in the fourth normally point, and named as prototype, you can actually develop the prototype and then you can test it. So take a problem of your home, like let's say if you want to control your desk light or your home light, normally using a mobile phone. So take a problem of that, and just ideate some of these solutions and make a prototype and then test it. So let's start with the home itself, I should say, and then go with the particular community problems and all those things. Okay, so here is an example of smart home. So whenever we connect the things with the internet, or when we making the things to the like to in such a way that it can share the data, then we can call it as smart devices. So you will find always a smart home, smart city, or a smart word with the all those things whenever you talk whenever you talk about the or read about the IoT. So now let's say if you have a normal home for now, in which there are n number of appliances and n number of things in your home. Now just to make it to the next level and to give them the connectivity and to connect them with the internet, we can call it as smart home. So here are the few ideas of the project. Again, you can develop any kind of projects. I know you all are having a great mind and a great level of ideas. So just start tinkering and make the some like beautiful projects. So here are the some of the examples. Bluetooth control light or fan. Normally you can start with the Bluetooth and control your appliances using particularly Bluetooth devices. Other than that, you can also develop the Wi-Fi based home automation. So just like I have developed a similar application, you can also develop the same thing. Other than that, you can also develop the plant watering system. I already mentioned about the plant watering system in the previous slide. So all those stuffs, and you can also connect your door or all those things with the internet and control the things like open and close the door, take a look like who is coming and all those stuff. If you have a garden in your with in near to your home, then you can also put sensors in that particular garden and monitor the plant health and all those stuffs also in the smart home as well. So yeah, again, you can track the GPS location as well using a GPS module. It is also present in the ATL lab and develop the projects. Okay. So like अगर आपके पास कोई idea है, if you have any idea and just you have clicked now, then you can also put in the chat box. Maybe it will help other as well, or maybe I can comment on that idea as well. Okay, the next thing is the smart agriculture. So you can take any kind of a topic. Like I have taken 3 topics for now, but you can take any kind of thing. Start with your home itself, and then go with if you are living in the like outskirts of the city and in the village particular location. Then obviously you will have a particular field or farm in your home. So there you can develop the smart agriculture based projects. And let's say here are some of the examples. So automatic sprinkler system, soil health app, where you can find the n number of parameters which you can measure using a of sensors, and based on the application which you have developed like on mobile app, you can actually monitor the health of the soil, like what are the elements which are uh, found abundant in your soil, and with what are the elements which are less in your soil, so that you can use such kind of further steps. Other than that, you can develop a crop protection system, and based on that, you can use any kind of sensors and actuators. And you can also develop the robot operated system in which you can control your robots using an mobile phone or some kind of wireless remote, and do some kind of activities like sowing the seeds and cutting the all those things and etc. etc. So this is how you can develop the smart what should I say, smart actually devices, and making a smart projects, and uh, ease the things in your nearby region. The last thing is the smart city. So in the smart city, there are a number of applications like smart dustbin. So you can develop the smart dustbin, which will inform the municipal authority whenever it gets filled, and it can send also the location of itself to the municipal corporation, so that municipal corporation guy can easily track the location of that particular dustbin, and make it empty. So this is how you can develop the smart dustbin. You can also develop the basic traffic management system, in which you can in which you can connect the one traffic signal with the another, and whenever there is a particularly traffic jam in the on the roads, then based on the sensor input, you can actually control the traffic lights and change the timing of the traffic lights. So by making the prototypes, you can actually understand about the IoT. Also, you can going further and like submit this particular project to your nearby municipal corporation and city's municipal corporation, and actually help them to implement this project live in the city. So this is how we can give the community projects from the ATLs, and helping the community. So do start doing that. Just start doing making them basic projects, and then go at some far based level. Other than that, you can also develop the smart street lights. So yeah, this is how we can making the city smart. So we already developed the smart street lights with using our Arduino boards. So based on the light intensity, we can actually on and off the street lights. So uh, give it particularly more set of sensors and actually more parameters, and based on that you can actually control the things, or it will all automatically control the things. Now you can also make the public safety system. So here you can develop the health monitoring system. You can develop the women safety. You can develop projects in terms of women safety and all those stuff. Again, we all are, you all are students in like in, overall participant list. Mostly there are students, so you all are going your school. Okay, and not now, but you will be like going to the school using your school bus. So you can also make such kind of IoT projects where your parents can track your exact location, and you can develop a system which is there in your bag, and you can track, your parents can track the exact location of yours while you are out of the home, or going to school or going to anywhere. So this is how you can develop the safety systems as well. So again, I will like end my this particular presentation, and I will say the sky is the limit, and you all know the meaning of this particular statement. And again, there are n number of projects. If you like just start making the basic projects, and or you are already developed some of the Arduino projects, so give them the internet connectivity and connect to the internet or connect with each other, and yeah, start learning the IoT, because that is how the need of the hour. And you will see n number of products coming in the market which can be controlled using the IoT. Like I uh, मुझे बताने की जरूरत नहीं, I not need to mention that the Smart Hue, Philips Smart Hue bulb, the Google Home, and all those stuffs are already there. Havels is also developing such kind of applications for their fans and all those. So there are n number of products which is already there in the market. You just need to make your own things, and submit it to the community, make for the community, and start building the things and submit it to the community. So that's how you can develop the things. So thank you from my side. I will end up here, and I think it's time of yours to ask a question, particularly if you have any in the related to the IoT or the connected world or such kind of things. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed and liked it.
Thank you for the session, sir. We can take a few questions if there are, so you can put them in the chat and I can pick them out if there are any questions. There's one question that is, at what frequency and at what power do Bluetooth signals work?
Okay, so like it's a good question for now, and there is one catch here. Like using a Bluetooth and your like the Wi-Fi things, or all those stuffs are free. So government is already put in the ISM band, means industrial and all those medicals, particularly band, so that you can use the Wi-Fi signal and the Bluetooth and all those stuffs at 2.4 gigahertz of frequency in a free manner. So you not need to particularly pay to some of the organizations to access those frequencies. Obviously, when you will learn about and access the information about the frequency, then all those stuffs are like already paid, and the companies are paying a huge amount to the government for accessing the particular frequency. But in your case, if you want to develop an IoT projects, then all those stuffs and all those bands in which these IoT devices are working upon are all those free, and you just need to connect your Node MCU or your Arduino board with the sensors and with your local internet. Again, the router of your home, and you are good to go. There are n number of applications also present there in the internet, like the ThingSpeak, Adafruit IO, IFTTT, and or Blink, okay, etc., through which you can develop it.
Great. The next question that we have is how to create a web server instead of a Blink app.
Okay, so making a web server is easy at some extent. Like you can, if you are, if you know about the HTML, normally HTML language, then you can develop the web page, and giving it to the giving it to the server connectivity. You need to also learn about the SQL or MySQL normally. So using the SQL, you can also give it to the server connectivity. You can develop your local server and store the data, particularly in the form of any tables and all those stuffs. using these SQL language. So when we are when we start working with the IoT, we don't need to learn all those stuffs like HTML on those all those things. But yeah, if you want to go further or beyond the basic level of IoT projects, and if you want to store the data and access the data or all those stuff, access the data based on the stored information, then you need some kind of server and some kind of storage devices. You can also take an help of Gmail. There are n number of links where you can take an help of Google Sheets and Google Drive and develop an application. But yeah, you will need a server and you will need basic knowledge of HTML, I should say. But
Great. The next question we have is what is the difference between automation and Internet of Things? Are all automation IoT based?
Yeah, so like automation, if I talk about the automation, then like based on the sensor input, the LED will automatically on. It is called as, I should say it, it is called as automation. So we do not need any kind of internet or those stuffs if we are actually developing the automation projects. So, what is the actual need of internet? As we understood in the previous slide, that if we want to connect or if we want to control the things, if we are at the remote places and want to control the things from that particular remote place, then we need some kind of medium where through which we can connect, through which we can control, or actually putting on and off the LEDs or fans and all those stuff. So there we need some kind of medium, and that's why we there is a need of the IoT. So the automation is again in the IoT projects. Obviously, we need an automation, but in the automation project itself, we don't need any kind of IoT or all those things. So I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The next question we have is, can Bluetooth be connected in an endless range?
No, the Bluetooth has a specific range, so you can connect it with the at a range of around 10 meters to 15 meters. Normally, there is a range of 12 to 15 meters, but the Bluetooth will actually not work beyond the 10 meter or 12 meter. So you can control the devices in the 10 meter of range only if you are using a Bluetooth. Now, again, there is a catch in the Bluetooth technologies as well. Bluetooth 1.0, 2.0, and 4.0 is the latest one. So, if you are using any certain devices which is having the particular technology, then again you will have an particular set of range. So that's how you can. But to develop the basic level of IoT projects, I think Bluetooth is good. And again, you can use internet if you are comfortable in that. Can we use enhancers to increase the range of the Bluetooth? No, I don't think so. We can use, but that's again it will take a lot of cost to develop such kind of enhancers. We actually don't have such kind of things to raise the Bluetooth signal. Again, if you want to control the things using the from the far field, like from the 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer, then you can actually use the radio frequency. The radio frequency is normally again freely available in nearby you, and just like put a SIM in particular module, the GSM module, and based on that you can connect the things. There are also the industrial things as well, like the LoRaWAN or all those stuffs which we can use, which we can through which we can develop the projects, industrial projects. So like after developing such kind of things, you can anyway develop such kind of industrial projects as well. So through which we can connect the devices and control the devices from far away, 1 kilometer, 3 kilometer, or 5 kilometer normally, if you are not have the proper connectivity of internet or Wi-Fi.
Great. I think the final question that we can take is, what are some other IoT cloud websites that students can use and refer? And I
So
think
yeah,
we can wrap up.
like to start with, as I develop my own the which I present you in the previous part. So you can take an help of Blink platform. The Blink is again a freely available, up to some extent it is freely available. So you can develop the basic home automation systems and all those things, all those projects using a Blink app. There is one more website that is Adafruit.io. So you can also explore that. So with the help of Adafruit.io, you can develop the web applications, and using the PC or a laptop, you can actually control the stuff. There is another platform which is called as IFTTT. So there you will get an extensions like the email extension. Like there we have developed kind of an application in the just 1 month back, where we developed an ECG pocket ECG monitor. So what it is doing is like it will give the ECG signals. It will like sends the ECG signal from a particular user and send it to the email and on the HTML page. And also, if the particular ECG signal raised from the certain levels, which is the set levels, then it will also inform using an email or a missed call of the particular relative ones to the relative ones. So that's how we can develop the application. So IFTTT is like free for up to some extent, and again you can explore it further as well. There are n number of platforms. UB.Dots is there. Blink 2.0 again is there. So yeah, you can develop many projects, IoT projects. But just to start with, use Blink normally. It is a great platform.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for this lovely session today. I think it's been extremely informative for all the students.
Yeah, and if you have any further questions, then you can connect to me. I am sharing my mail ID here, so you can mail out to me. I will definitely answer your all your questions if there is specific to IoT. Also, I have just to share with, as I have already shared with the AIM team. Also, there is a YouTube channel in which I have developed Hindi videos on IoT, AI, and all those stuff. So you can have a look that as well. So I'm just sharing the link normally here, and that's particularly made for ATLs. So you can have a link as well. Thank you from my side. Thank you, Varya, and thank you everyone for being so active participants. And yeah,
Yeah, thank you
hope
so
you like.
much, sir. We look forward to hosting you again. And thank you, everyone else, for joining in. I'll see you again 2 weeks later with another Mentoring Hour session. Have a good day.